Hey guys, Sunblaze here. Welcome back to the Minecraft Sim League. It is week 3, which means today we will be doing some wrangling. Now, I know my last couple videos have not gotten a whole lot of views, but if you've been watching, you'll know that the Savannah Cats are in first, with the Copper Golems close in second for the championship race. The Bone Bows and the Dogpack are tied for third with 9, and the Tridents and the Chicken Jockeys are fifth and sixth with 6 points. And this is how the rest of the standings are looking so far. We got 5 teams on 0 points. We will see today if they can earn their first season points. The Gapplers, the Phantoms, the Bucketheads, the Cherries, and the Sniffers, which I hope will never win in their lifetime. Now let us get underway with the selection. I will skip this just like I did last week, and we will get right into the team introductions. All right, and now that we've got those, let me just run you through those real quick. In game 1, we will have the Cherries taking on the Sniffers. In game 2, we've got the Pillagers taking on the Tridents. Then we've got the Jockeys and the Chargers. We got the Savannah Cats and the Detonators. We have the Hivemind and the Gapplers. We have the Sunrays taking on the Undead. We have the Copper Golems taking on the Bucketheads. We have the Flyers taking on the Dogpack. The Diamondeers taking on the Violets. The Edge taking on the Royal Hogs, the Phantoms taking on the Bone Bows, and finally, the Lush Dwellers taking on the Whitewoods. And let's get right underway with our first round of wrangling. This is your first time seeing it actually work, because in the introductory video I did not show how it went, but basically we're going to have 6 cows here and 1 mushroom. They're all going to spawn in, and basically they're just going to roam. These gates are going to be down like so. And once the mushroom picks a side, the gates will go back up. Cows are worth 1 point. Cows in here are worth 1 point. And mushrooms are 3. And then we will do 3 rounds of that, and the winner will be decided. So let's get right underway. We got our cows and we got our mushroom, and let us go. Usually the mushroom picks a side pretty fast. We've got a couple of cows going into the cherries pit. The mushroom has not moved at all. There it goes. It is moving towards the sniffers, and it has now picked a side. I think we do have a tie here. Yep. 3-2-3. However, the mushroom will give the sniffers a slight edge in that if they were to end up tying in the end, the winner would be the side who wrangled the most mushrooms. And now we've got our score all tallied up. It is 3-3. We're going to get going with round number 2 here. Mushroom is moving along. It switches sides. It's going towards the cherries. Go in, please. And there it is. We want the Sniffers to lose. Remember, guys, we hate the Sniffers. And that is going to be a score of, I think that's 5. Yeah, 5. And the Sniffers managed to get 3 cows, so they will not be behind by much. However, they will be down by 2 with 1 round to go here. Let's get our cows in and our mushroom. Here we go. I forgot to put the gates down, but the mushroom quickly heads over to the cherries side, and I think that will do it. The cherries wrangling 2 to the sniffers 1 mushroom, and they will get another 5 points here. The sniffers not collecting any at all in the 3rd round, as we like to see, and that will finish us off there. And our final score here, Cherries 13 to the Sniffers 6. And I feel like 13 is going to be a pretty high score here for wrangling. But I have said that before and have been proved wrong. So let's get right back into it with matchup number 2, which is the Pillagers taking on the Tridents. Tridents currently sit 5th, so a win will do them well here. Let's get right underway. Couple of cows heading towards the Tridents and a couple more going into the Pillagers, but they can come right back out, as you see that one doing right there. The mushroom has yet to move. It is being pushed towards the Pillagers, but it does seem to be taking a while to make a decision. Now it moves towards the Tridents. Will it drop in? There's a cow blocking it, but it does make it in, and that will be 5 points for the Tridents to the Pillagers, 1 to start us off. Now let us get right back underway with round number 2. A cow immediately going towards the Pillagers. They are going to want a mushroom drop here, but it's not going to happen. It will go to the Tridents, and that cow just got stuck outside. 2 for the Pillagers, and another 3 for the Tridents. So we could see the Tridents running away with this one already. And my apologies for messing up the scoreboard there. Now it's correct. The Tridents are the team in the lead, 8-3 with 1 round to go. Let's get it right underway. Gates down, Mushroom straight to the Tridents, and that will do it. Another cow managed to sneak in. They all moved to the right there. That was pretty strange. But yeah, another 4 points for the Tridents, and that will be an easy win for them. And a pretty disappointing one for the Pillagers, only 3 points. I think they only have 1 season point on the year, so that will be difficult for them to come out of so far. And the Tridents earning the silver thus far. Another medal would do them well as they are sitting in 5th. And they would become the first team to earn 2 medals so far this season. But stay tuned. We have yet to know where our average score will be. So 12 could be good, or 12 could be beaten pretty easily here, but let's keep it going with match number 3, the Jockeys taking on the Chargers. And with our scoreboard up, let's get right underway. First round of cows and Mushroom, and here we go. Sorry, gates down. And the Mushroom straight into the Chargers. It hesitated there for a second, but it did get there, and we are at a score of 4-1 thus far to the Chargers. And here we go with round 2, getting right underway. Gates down. Here we go. Chargers in the lead 4-1. But we will see if they can keep that going. They're getting a lot of cows, but the Mushroom has yet to move. And now it's headed towards the Jockeys. Will it drop in? Cows seem to be following it. And there goes the Mushroom. Let's see, this total count for the Chargers is 3. And the Jockeys managed to land 5 points there, 2 cows and the Mushroom, so that will bring them back. And round 3 getting underway here. The Jockeys down by 1. A Mushroom will probably do it. Will it get there? There's a cow pushing it back. The Mushroom is pinned in the corner. The Jockey's collecting other cows. It's going both ways. The Mushroom trapped against the wall here. Now it's free. Let's see where it will go. It's staring at me. I'm not the one that has to make the decision, man. You gotta pick a spot. It continues to head towards the Jockeys, or is it being pushed by this cow? I don't think I've seen its legs move in quite a while. Buddy, you gotta make a decision. Go. Go somewhere. I can't influence it. Don't look at me. Pick somewhere. The other cows are waiting. I'm waiting. The fans are waiting. All 5 people that are watching this video, they're waiting. And now it's being pushed back towards the Chargers. Let's see how the cows are doing. 1 to each side. It will drop into the Chargers almost while I wasn't looking. And that will surely seal the win for the Chargers. Oh, a heartbreaker for the Jockeys. It was right there this whole time. Trapped against the wall, and it finally makes a decision. And the Chargers will win this one by a score line of 7-11. Chargers taking, I believe, their 3rd win of the season. Where did they go down here? They won that first one. Yeah, their 3rd win of the season, so they are going to be on 6 points. And right now, they have got the bronze medal in hand. But we will see how long that lasts. With our next matchup being the league leader Savannah Cats taking on the Detonators. And with our scoreboard up and ready to go, let's get right underway with round 1. Cows splitting out here, going multiple ways. Detonators have 1. Savannah Cats have none. Here goes the Mushroom. Will it drop in, though? It pauses right on the line. This is as suspenseful as the last round. And now it'll turn back the other way. It's headed towards the Savannah Cats, stops in the middle. Listen, man, you gotta stop doing this. Look, all the cows had picked a side. All of them. You gotta go. There you go. Headed towards the Savannah Cats, and it will drop in, and that will be the game. One of the cows did not find a pen, and so it will be 3-5. 3-4? Oh, 3-5. I don't know what they're doing. 3-5 after the first round. And the Savannah Cats off to an early lead, but we will see how long it lasts. I don't think there's been a comeback yet, but there might as well. Very well could be. And look at all the cows going towards the Savannah Cats. Will the Mushroom get in, or the entities will stop it there? Will it slide in? There it goes. All the cows wanted the Savannah Cats there. None for the Detonators. And it will be another 5 points for the Savannah Cats, so they could be well on their way to another gold medal. They've got 10 points going into round 3. They need just 3 to tie the gold medal, but the Mushroom will head straight to the Detonators. And that's game over. They wanted more cows probably there if they needed the win, because that's only 8 points total for them. But the Savannah Cats did not take any, and they will miss out on a medal altogether because of that. And the Savannah Cats will take the win 10-8. And yes, they will miss out on a medal, which means it's still Cherries at gold, Tridents at silver, and Chargers at bronze thus far. But we've still got 8 more games to go, so we will see that will likely change. Starting with matchup number 5, the Hivemind taking on the Gapplers. And if you've watched this far, make sure to drop a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what your favorite team is and how they're doing. And of course, if you have any ideas for teams that could play next season, I am doing relegation and promotion. So the worst 4 teams there in this league will be relegated, and I will bring in 4 fan-made teams. So if you've got any ideas for team names, make sure to drop those in the comments, and I respond to every single comment. So yeah, there's no point, or there's no harm, sorry, in commenting. So might as well. And let's get our scoreboard up, and let's get right underway with round 1. Cows and Mushroom in. Here we go. Hivemind Gapplers game number 5. A cow headed towards the Gapplers there. Mushroom following in its wake, but now it's doubled back the other way. Mushroom still staying close to the middle. A cow has dropped, and the Hivemind is immediately back out. And now the Mushroom will head towards the Gapplers. And was it the only one scored? No, a cow managed to sneak in. But I believe that is 4-0 here at the beginning after round 1. And here we go with round number 2. Gates down, and here we go. More headed over towards the Gapplers. They are at a 4-point lead, and now there's one in the Hivemind. Mushroom still has yet to move. 2 points so far for the Gapplers. Mushroom just spinning in circles as it does. 1 point now for the Hivemind. 1 for the Gapplers. Cows still deciding where they want to end up, and now the Mushroom is moving, and it will go towards the Hivemind, and there it drops in 3 points here for the Gapplers. And it will be 4 for the Hivemind. So the Gapplers will still be in the lead, but could be anyone's game going into round 3. Now our third and final round of game number 5 underway here. Mushroom headed over towards the Gapplers. Gapplers have just a 2-point lead right now, but now it doubles back towards the Hivemind. It drops in. Will that be the win? They've got 4, and the Gapplers have 2. So the game will finish with them at 9 apiece, but the Hivemind wrangled more Mushrooms, so a draw is not possible in wrangling. Since they had 2 Mushrooms to the Gapplers 1, the Hivemind take the 2 points and the win there. And now continuing on with matchup number 6, it's my Sunrays taking on the Undead. They've got 4 season points through 2 games, but let's see if they can finally earn themselves a medal, or will it be a win from the Undead that undoes our hopes for a title maybe this early already. The Mushroom is already heading over towards the Undead, but it has paused on the edge. Now it comes across towards me. That way, go that way, go that way. Nope! And it will drop into the Undead. My persuasion, my bribery did not have an effect over it. And it will be 2 for the Sunrays and 3 points for the Undead to start us off. And a pretty weak start for both teams, but it could all turn around in round 2. Here we go. No cow really seeming to go anywhere at the moment. Now migrating over towards the Sunrays. One for the Undead. Mushroom still in the middle. Now it moves over towards the Undead. And it will drop in. No. 5 more points for the Undead. And just 2 more for the Sunrays. So this is likely over already, unless Sunrays get a miracle, which is entirely possible. But I'm not going to glaze that hard. And we are going to get right underway with the final round. Sunrays down by 4. Mushroom heading over towards, but we want another cow. No, we want another cow. Oh, we want more cows. The Mushroom straight into the Sunrays pen, but that's only going to get us to 7. And another 2 from the Undead is going to see them take the victory, but no medal on the day. And I am disgusted. We are only able to come up with 7 points there. Yeah, the Undead able to beat us with 10 there. But we move on with matchup number 7, which will be the Copper Golems taking on the Bucketheads. And now that we are halfway through this video, you know what to do. You already know what to do. You know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say what everyone else says, and that is like, subscribe, comment, all the good things. But I'm not gonna make it last long. Less yapping, more sports. Here we go. Copper Golems taking on the Bucketheads here. And with everything reset, I think I accidentally forgot to take the scoreboard down. We're going to get right underway with round 1. Mushroom heading over towards the Bucketheads, but it will stay there. A bunch of cows headed over towards the Copper Golems. Will the Mushroom follow suit? We have yet to see. Now it's moving over. The cows are preventing it from moving, though. It continues to roll. Stops right before the edge and now doubles back towards the middle. It'll push some cows towards the Bucketheads. Will it drop in? Yes, it will. And the Bucketheads with a big score there of 5. The Copper Golems only grabbing 1 at the beginning here. And I know that the Copper Golems are one of my few teams with a fan, so I wish them luck here for the comeback. 4 points down at the end of round 1. And the Mushroom will head over towards the Bucketheads again, and no mercy at all there. Another 5 points for the Bucketheads, and just 2 for the Copper Golems. It is way over unless something crazy happens, which of course is entirely possible in the Sim League, where everything is based on luck and simulation. But it doesn't look like it's going to go the Copper Golem's way. The Mushroom will stop. But will it go in or will it double back? Here it goes now over towards the Copper Golems. They're going to need more cows than that. They're going to need most of the field at least. But the Mushroom looking towards the Copper Golems. As it stands, we got a couple more cows headed over. Will they drop in? Yes, they will. But that singular cow in the Bucketheads will probably seal it. They've got 11. And 6 points, I think, is the highest we've seen thus far. But it will not get the Copper Golems there. They put up a decent fight there at the end. But it will finish with a victory for the Bucketheads. And 11 is all the Bucketheads need to take the victory. And that will see them tie for the bronze medal. So I will have to review whether they tie. Either they both get it or neither will get it, or they split it. They each get half the allotted amount of points, which I think that might be the way it is done. But I will let you guys know at the end of the video when they are being tallied up. But right now, let us move on with matchup number 8, the Flyers taking on the Dogpack. And here we go straight into round 1. Gates down, and here we go. Cows immediately flooding over towards the Dogpack. The Mushroom is getting pushed towards the Flyers, but it has yet to make a move. Now it turns towards the Flyers. Will it walk in that direction, though? No, it's trying to walk the other way, but it's being pushed by the cows towards the Flyers. It'll stand there by the corner. None for the Dogpack as it stands, and a bunch in the Flyers. Mushroom has yet to move. It has just been pushed around by cows. You gotta go somewhere, buddy. This ain't about me. This is about you. We'll see if that little pep talk motivates it to actually do something. Right now, most of the cows have chosen a pen, 2 for the Flyers, and now it'll head over towards the Flyers, and that'll be it. This cow will not score. It'll be 3-5 for the Flyers at the end of round 1. And now we are ready to go with round number 2, gates down. Here we go. The Mushroom immediately over towards the Flyers and just drops straight in. Did any of the cows even score for the Dogpack? Yes, they are going to get 1, but the Flyers will be up by 4 at the end of round 2 here. And now the final round is about to get underway. Let's get it going here. The Flyers up by 4. Are they going to go 3 for 3 with the Mushrooms? Yes, they are. And just no chance there for the Dogpack. And the Flyers are going to be another team that scores 11 points. So the medal tally could get a little bit complicated here if that stands. The Flyers will take the win, 11 to the Dogpack's 6. And now with just 4 games to go, we move on to matchup number 9, the Diamondeers taking on the Violets. And now with our scoreboard up, let's get right into round 1. Gates down and away we go. Cows 1 in for Violets and 2 for the Diamondeers. Mushroom yet to move as it does. I wonder if the AI or whatever it's called for the Mushroom is a little bit slower than the rest. But the Diamondeers will just score the Mushroom there as the cows tried to escape, and another 3 for the Violets. So they will be tied, but the Diamondeers do have that Mushroom advantage there. And now let's get underway with round number 2. The Mushroom will head right over to the Violets. Will it be pushed in by the cow? Yes, it will. The cow will follow it in. 4 points for the Violets. That'll help them there. And just 1 for the Diamondeers. So that early Mushroom advantage could be slipping away as the Violets take the lead here. And the Violets with a 7-4 lead going into the final round. Will we see a comeback here? The Mushroom will head over towards the Diamondeers and drop in. Will this cow score? It will. So 5 points and 2 for the Violets, which will mean it will once again be a tie at 9. But the Diamondeers will win with that Mushroom advantage that they managed to hold on to after the first round. And they will get the 2 season points from that one. Wrangling 2 mushrooms to the Violets 1, even though they both scored 9. The Diamondeers with more mushrooms will take the W. And we now move on with 3 matchups to go. The Royal Hogs taking on the Edge. And here we go with round number 1. The gates are down, and the Mushroom will head over straight towards the Royal Hogs, but now it's double back, going the other way. The other cows are frozen. They don't seem to know what to do. The Mushroom has changed mind again. Will it go into the Royal Hogs? Yes, it will. Royal Hogs will just get those 3 points, and the Edge managed to grab 2 cows, so they will not be down by much after round 1. And the Royal Hogs off to an early lead, but it could slip away very fast. 3-2, round number 2, here we go. Mushroom headed over towards the Royal Hogs, but it does not drop in. Cows coming out of the Royal Hogs pen. Same with the Edge. And now the Mushroom will head over towards the Edge. Will it drop in? No, it stands right on the edge of the Edge's pen. And it continues to stay immobile, but now it will drop in the Edge's pen, which will give them 5 points there to the Royal Hogs 2. And the Edge will take the lead after that one, but there's still 1 round to play. And the Edge up by 2 as we go into round number 3. Could still go either way if the Mushroom were to drop to the Royal Hogs. It is going that direction. Will it fall in? No, it stays right on that edge there. 1 cow on the edge, but it'll now come out. 1 in the Royal Hogs doesn't seem to be moving right now. The Mushroom is just teasing us there, and now it goes over towards the other side, staying towards the middle. It'll go over towards the edge. This would surely be the win for them if it drops. It's being pushed back. Will it drop in? Yes, it does. 6 points for the edge to finish it off. That'll give them 13. And just 1 for the Royal Hogs, so a disappointing finish for them. The edge will take the dub and tie with the gold medal there. 13-6, so a disappointing one for the Royal Hogs, but the edge will tie the gold medal with the Cherries, and I will again have to check what happens then if two teams were to tie for the medal. So stay tuned to the end of this episode to find out, but we have just 2 games to go, and if you are enjoying it so far, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate each and every view on these because the last one only got 4. But any little contribution helps, I guess. So we are now on to matchup number 11 out of 12, the Phantoms taking on the Bone Bows. And here we are ready to go with our penultimate round number 1. Mushroom still stuck in the middle between some cows, but now it moves over towards the Bone Bows. Will it drop in? It's being pushed by a cow. None in the Phantoms, but now the Mushroom will head back that way. It's changed its mind again. It's headed towards the Bone Bows, and it will drop in. As will that cow likely. We have yet to see whether that will go in or not. 2 for the Phantoms. And it's still just standing there on the edge. We need the cow to decide where it's going to go before we score it. And it will jump out. So just 3 points for the Bone Bows and 2 for the Phantoms after round 1. And I just realized the Phantoms are one of the teams on 0 points, so a win here will do them very well. Meanwhile, the Bone Bows are 3rd in the league, tied for 2nd, I believe. And the move from there will drop for the Phantoms, 4 points for them. The Bone Bows will not scrape any there, so the Phantoms will take the lead here going into the final round. And the Phantoms lead the Bone Bows by 6-3. 2 points would do them very well here, but now the Mushroom is headed over towards the Bone Bows along with a horde of cows. Will it drop there or will it come back? Plenty of cows in the Bone Bows awaiting the drop of the Mushroom. It spins in circles. And now it'll head towards the pen and drop in. It will end up being just 5 points for the Bone Bows, but that should be enough. It will, because the Phantoms scored 0. So a comeback win there from the Bone Bows, and the Phantoms will continue to have 0 points. Unfortunate for them that they are being matched with the likes of the Sniffers. But the Bone Bows will take the win, and the Bone Bows will take the W by a score of 6-8. And that will not earn them a medal, but it will earn them another 2 season points, which could go towards a good finish for them. And now we've got just one matchup remaining on the day, and it is the Lush Dwellers taking on the Whitewoods. And here we go with the last of our round number 1s, Lush Dwellers and Whitewoods in game number 12. Last one of wrangling this cycle. I hope you guys have enjoyed this sport. I really like it a lot. It is my favorite that I've managed to make, and it was also the first one that I made, so maybe a little bit of a first bias, but initial bias or whatever it's called. But all the cows chose a pen, and 5 of them chose the Lush Dweller, something we've never seen before. And so the Lush Dwellers will have the lead despite not grabbing the Mushroom. And now we go into round number 2 with the Lush Dwellers leading by 1. The Mushroom will head over towards their pen and drop straight in. So 3 points and none for the Whitewoods. None of the cows were able to find a home. 3 points for the Lush Dwellers will go well towards winning this match. And with the score at 8-4, we go into our final round. The Mooshin will head over towards the Lush Dwellers again and drop straight in, which means the Lush Dwellers will take the W over the Whitewoods in our final match of this week. And so the Lush Dwellers will take the dub 11 to the Whitewoods 6. And now let me review and reiterate the medal rules for you guys so we can see which teams will be receiving a medal and which teams may be missing out. I think we have 4 teams on 11. I know we have 3 on 13, which would be the gold, and the Tridents at 12. But let us see who will get what. So it turns out that I didn't really specify in the introductory video what would happen if 2 teams tied for medals. But um, in my plans on my Google uh, what is it? Google Sheets that I have, it says that they will split it. So instead of getting 1 gold medal, they get half a gold medal, and a gold medal is worth 10 season points, and so they will only receive 5 season points for their shared gold medal. I think the bronze medal is worth 5 or 6. But whatever it's worth, they will receive a quarter of that as there are 4 bronze medalists. And so the real winner here are the Tridents, who will receive a full 7 or 8 point silver medal. And I do not remember. You'll have to go back and watch the introductory video for that. But that is how it is going to be decided. And this is how the medals have been allotted so far. And with that all tallied up, we have the final or the current standings after 3 weeks of play. They do share the bronze. They each get a quarter of a bronze, and a bronze is worth 4 points. So they each got an extra 1 point there. And then the 2 shares of the gold, as the gold is worth 10 points, they each get 5. The silver is worth 7 points, and so that went to the Tridents, which boosts them into second place. They are currently the only team with 2 medals, gaining a bronze in week 1 in Clockworkus, and now getting that silver in Wrangling, but losing their match in between, which will keep them in second place. The Savannah Cats keeping their hold on first place. The Copper Golems sit in third, with the Bone Bows in outright fourth. 2 teams tied on 9, 2 teams on 7, 3 on 6, though all in different ways. The Diamondeers have won every single one of their games, but with no medals. The Jockeys have 1 bronze medal and have not won either of their other matches, so that's 2 league points for their 1 win, which also earned them a bronze, which was an extra 4 points. And the Flyers, pretty interesting story. They've got 2 wins and a draw, so that's 5 points, and then they got that quarter of a bronze this week, which gives them that extra 1 to get get 6 points total. So 3 teams on 6, all different ways. The Lush Dwellers are on 5. We've got 4 teams on 4, 1 on 3, 3 on 2. The Pillagers have 1 point, but they now sit in the relegation zone. And 3 teams, including the Gapplers. I'm sorry, my one Gapplers fan, but 3 teams still on 0, still chasing those first season points. 2 teams, sorry, and the Sniffers. We do not care about the Sniffers at all. But I hope the Phantoms and the Gapplers can sort of figure out what's going on and get their way up the table. I don't really have an opinion on which other teams I want to lose. I just want the Sunrays to win and the Sniffers to lose, which one of those things is going pretty well for us right now. But yeah, Savannah Cats in first, Tridents in third, or Tridents in second, Copper Golems in third, and Bone Bows in fourth. An outright top 4 thus far. But that will do it for us this week. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment how your favorite team is doing, or what your favorite team is and how they're doing. If you have any ideas for new teams, of course, you can leave them in the comments. Just a name. It doesn't really have to be related to Minecraft. I prefer it is, but it doesn't have to be. And all the suggestions will go on that board over there. And as it stands, most will probably get into the second division, which I will play one cycle, and the top four will make it into the Sim League for next season. If we do have a next season, which will happen if I get more than like, I don't know, 10 views of video. Um, I'm hoping hoping we can get a little bit more turnout than four, which I think is what we got last time. But I just want to thank, even if we've only have four viewers, I want to thank those four viewers very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, which I'm sure my four viewers have. But if you're watching this video and you're brand new, be sure to subscribe. And I will see you next week.